If you've been struggling to lose fat, even though you've been eating clean, right, doing all the hard workouts and everything you're supposed to, this video is for you. Because the reason why you aren't seeing results isn't because you are lazy or undisciplined. It's that you are missing, without knowing it, one of the 8 silent killers that I'm about to break down in this video for you. These are the exact mistakes that destroy fat loss progress for 99% of the people, even the ones that think they are doing everything right. And the truth is, nobody talks about this, but the data is clear. For example, this study conducted by the National Center for Biotechnology Information shows that exercising only accounts for 15 to 30% of your total energy burned daily, okay? What does that mean? That means that exercising is a small fraction of your total calories that you burn throughout the day. But your nutrition controls 100% of what goes in, which makes your diet your #1 tool for fat loss. In fact, the same study shows that by reducing only your calories by about 500 to maybe 1,000 calories daily is the best way for you to lose fat. Translation, you can't outwork your fork. And if you're thinking, well, I just need a calorie deficit, not exactly. That's just the starting line. In this video, I'm going to break down the 8 biggest mistakes that silently kills your fat loss progress and show you exactly how to fix them. Mistake number 1, I eat healthy, but I'm still not losing fat. This is the #1 reason most people stay stuck, because fat loss doesn't care how healthy your food is. It only cares if you are in a calorie deficit. So if you don't know what that is, here's a speed runner. A calorie deficit simply means that you eat fewer calories that your body actually burns. And that's how fat loss happens. Without it, really nothing else matters. How can you fix this right away? 1, you want to calculate your maintenance calories. Number 2 is you want to subtract 10 to 25% to find out where your deficit is, okay? And number 3, track your intake by using MyFitnessPal. This simple shift alone can unlock your fat loss progress, okay? Mistake number 2 is I don't have time to meal prep or track my food. Listen, you don't need to live in the kitchen. A quick batch prep, simple, repeatable meals, done. So quick, easy fix for this. Number 1, you can use tracking apps while you're scrolling. Super easy. You can meal prep 2 or 3 protein staples, right? And just add veggies once or twice a week. Easy, use a barbecue air fryer, easiest thing ever. Number 3 is don't be scared to repeat the same meals. I ate the same thing all week. Not every single day, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday might look the same for lunch. Who cares? It's simple and it gets results fast. Mistake number 3 is people saying, I don't know how much to eat and what to eat. Listen, most people guess, all right? Or they eat based on emotion. You don't need a strict meal plan, but you do need structure. So here's how to fix that really is number 1 is you want to set your calorie deficit plus your protein goals. So have a calorie goal and have a protein goal. Okay, for example, 2,000 calories with 180 grams of protein, for example. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is very easy. I tell all my clients, pick 3 to 5 meals that you really enjoy, and then that's it, and then repeat them. And number 3 is keep those meals on rotation for consistency. That's it, all right? That way, if you pick 3 to 5 meals that you really enjoy, you upload them on MyFitnessPal, so you know exactly, hey, this meal that I'm eating right now is 550 calories. It's got this amount of protein, this amount of fat, this amount of carbs, all right? So you can use that meal for Monday, Wednesday, and then Saturday, for example, for lunch. And then this other meal, you're going to do that for dinner. And in that way, it's very easier for you to track. But you have to stick to that and to that structure, okay? No extra snack at night and all this. But if you do, all right, stick to those meals, that's it. It's done and it's very easy. Mistake number 4 is I can't follow a diet. I always fall off. This is not a discipline issue. It's actually a sustainability issue. Listen, extreme diets don't work. Real life happens and flexibility wins always. So how to fix this? Number one is you can follow the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of your diet should be whole food, clean food, right? And 20% can be a little bit more flexible, a little bit, maybe some cheat meals there and there, okay? Number two is go ahead and plan your favorite foods, all right? And invest in moderation, okay? So for example, if you're gonna work hard all week, you know that Saturday night you deserve maybe a cheat meal, whatever you call that, a cheat meal, okay? Maybe it's your favorite restaurant where you can go all out, then go for it. Yeah, as long as you can make it livable so you can actually stick to it and not fall off, all right? Remember, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. You don't have to fall off anything, all right? As soon as you feel like you mess up, get back on the horse. That's it. Mistake number 5 is I'm always hungry and I have those crazy cravings. This usually means simply that you are running low on protein, on fiber, okay, or sleep. Listen, it's not about your willpower. It's just about making better choices. So how to fix that? Number 1 is always build your meals around protein and fiber. And then you can add carbohydrates accordingly to your workload. Something intense, okay, a little bit more carbohydrates, right? Something zone 2, low intensity, maybe no carbohydrates or very little. Number 2 is make sure you always add healthy fats to keep you nice and full. And number 3, always make sure that you use smart swaps, right? What does that mean? Maybe some healthy Greek yogurt, for example, instead of ice cream at night. Maybe some berries instead of candy. Mistake number 6 is dieting kills my energy. Listen, low carb, crash diet, yes, can mess up your energy levels. So here's how to fix that. If you are on a calorie deficit and you tend to go lower carbohydrates, make sure that one, right, those carbohydrates, you always want to use them, but around your workouts, all right? So if the morning you're going for a walk, for example, you won't need carbohydrates. But if you lift weights, all right, you go for a sprint, right, we do anything intense with a heart rate that is elevated, make sure you have carbs before and after in order for you to recover and not crash. Number 2 is make sure that you eat every 4 to 5 hours max, okay? You don't want to wait too long. That way you don't want to just go in all out when you eat, all right? So make sure that you stay consistent how many times you eat a day and try to stick to the same times. And another fix, and this is obvious, I always say this in my videos, prioritize sleep, okay, for recovery purposes. Mistake number 7, I just want a meal plan that tells me what to eat. Here's the truth. Strict meal plans don't teach you anything. Life changes, right? And if your diet cannot adapt, then you're gonna break it. So how to fix that? I want you to learn, all right, the meal formula. Always start with your protein and your fiber, and then your carbohydrates last. All right, in that order. Usually you want to eat, right? The fiber with the protein, and then lastly the carbohydrates at the end of your meal, not at the same time, but towards the end of the meal. Make sure you apply this formula anywhere you go. Restaurant, when you travel, when you're eating with your friends out, make sure you always eat in that order, and this will guarantee help you, okay? And lastly, mistake number 8, the scale isn't moving, so I must be falling. Wrong. The scale lies. Fat loss is a trend, okay? It's not a stable number. So here's what you can do, all right, to fix that. I would say weigh yourself weekly, all right, to track the average, all right, of your progress. Also, number 2 is go ahead and progress picture out of every single of my clients, all right? Take weekly pictures so we can assess that progress and see the difference over time. Also, very important, look for body recomposition, right? Not just the pounds, but actually the way you look, all right, and also the way you feel. So if you're tired of eating clean, training hard, and still not seeing results, all right, I want to help you shortcut the guesswork, okay? Inside my coaching program, I'm going to build a personal plan for your fat loss goals, okay? This is going to be customized to your goals, to your body types, and to your needs to adapt with your lifestyle, okay? this is what you're gonna find inside the program. A customized calorie intake with your macros that are going to fit your lifestyle and your schedule. Workouts that are designed just for you, that won't require you to spend 2 hours each day at the gym, okay? Direct one-on-one access to me, Mike Lemaire, not a bot, not AI, all right? If you feel stuck or if you've got any question, and I take pride in my program is because I answer personally to all my clients and we deal on a very personable level. And also I'll offer you weekly check-ins, okay? Accountability phone calls for us to assess your progress and make any adjustments if needed. So this is the same system. I've helped over 2,000 clients, all right, to get in shape, to lose fat, to build their confidence, and to sustain it for life. So if you're ready to make this the last fat loss plan you'll ever need, click the top link in the description, book your free strategy call with me, and let's build your blueprint together.